So, if you think you need a degree to make more money, then you've been lied to. You're not actually stuck because you lack education. You're probably stuck because nobody has actually showed you or told you the skills and the online shortcuts that actually pay today. In this video, I'm going to tell you some practical ways to increase your current income using skills, AI and digital opportunities, starting from zero. Stay to the end because one of these methods can start working much faster than you might think. Now, before we get started, can I ask one small favour? If you like what I do here, can you please hit the subscribe button? That keeps me energized to bring you more content. Thank you very much. Let's get into it. So let's begin with number one, which is to learn one high income skill and then you can monetize it very quickly. So finding a skill that actually pays you. So let me break it down for you in the simplest way possible. Money follows problems and pain points and not a degree. So you can start by just researching what businesses are already outsourcing using websites like Fiverr.com, Upwork, People Per Hour and even Freelancer.com. So these are some popular freelancing websites that I recommend you use. I recommend just going to these websites and typing in some simple services like short form video editing, something like TikTok content or even Instagram content. Another one could be email marketing. You can even try graphic design and website design as well. So just put in any of these keyword phrases into these websites and start studying how people are packaging their offers in these areas. This is going to give you some good ideas and some insights. Now, if you want validation very quickly, you can install a simple Chrome extension. So just go to Google and type in Fiverr Quick View. And you can download the Chrome extension for Fiverr Quick View. And this is going to show you how many orders sellers are actually getting on a daily and a weekly basis. So this is a really good idea for you to do some research. Now, if you're struggling choosing, just look at industries growing fast like coaches, consultants, e-commerce brands, and even local service businesses. And they constantly need content, so you can actually step in and help them in this way. You can also use Google Trends. If you go to Google and just type in Google Trends will show you exactly what is trending. It's going to give you the search interest over time for any given keyword or topic. And you can also use exploding topics as well to spot the rising demand. So if you don't want to actually guess, research removes that risk for you completely. So let's now talk about learning the skill without feeling overwhelmed. So starting can feel very confusing because you don't actually know what to learn first. I want to help you remove that stress by simplifying the process. So you can use YouTube and search something like beginner roadmap plus your skill. Then just follow lessons in a simple order instead of random videos. You want to be very specific about what you're looking for. Now, if you want a bit more structure, I suggest that you go to platforms like Coursera, HubSpot Academy, or even Skillshare, and just look at their free trials. You can practice using real tools like CapCut, which is a free video editor. You can use Canva for the free version. There is another one called DaVinci Resolve. You can use Shopify or even WordPress depending on your skill path. So you can use a lot of these tools for free to get started with. If you feel lost inside different softwares, you can actually use AI tools like ChatGPT or Gemini to actually ask step by step how to complete simple tasks. I recommend setting a 30-day learning sprint instead of open-ended learning. If you stay more consistent daily, you'll actually gain some usable skill faster than most beginners. So let's now talk about how to use AI to work faster and smarter. So here is something else you can do that most beginners often miss. You can combine your skill with AI to actually multiply your output. You can use ChatGPT or Gemini to write captions. You can do email captions, email campaigns, blog drafts, or even add copy for different clients. You've got a variety of different writing topics that you can do for any kind of client. So you can do emails, blog posts, or even add copy. Now, if you want design help, there is Canva Magic Design and Adobe Firefly, which can generate graphics in just a few seconds. I recommend starting with Canva with the free version. I also suggest using Descript or CapCut AI tools for auto captions and video cuts if you edit content. If you're building websites, then you can use Wix AI or Durable to create starter websites very quickly. So let me give you a simple example. Instead of spending 3 or 4 hours editing, AI can actually cut that down to about 45 minutes. If you want to earn more income without working longer, AI becomes your unfair advantage if you use it in the right way. So let's now talk about building that proof even without any clients. Now, one of the biggest problems that beginners often face is I don't have any experience. And this is very relatable. I want to help you solve that right away, so you can just create some sample projects using real brands as a practice. This is called speculative work. Now, if you want some video samples, just download footage from free websites like Pexels, Pixabay, or even Mixkit, and just edit some mock adverts. I suggest redesigning poor quality social media posts that you can find online and turning them into some high quality content using Canva, and you can do this all for free. Now, if you are learning copywriting, then rewriting product pages from Amazon or Etsy as a practice is a good starting point that you can do as well. So you can also showcase everything inside a free portfolio using Notion. You can use Canva sites or even Google Drive folders. So you've got a few options here. If you don't have testimonials yet, just share some strong samples that solve that trust gap, or do some free work for some people in exchange for a free testimonial. So let's now talk about landing those clients and avoiding beginner mistakes. Now, if you are a bit stuck finding some clients, I recommend starting where the attention already exists. You can just message small creators on Instagram, you can go to TikTok, you can go to LinkedIn for those business owners, or even on YouTube as well, who are posting consistently but have low production quality. So let me walk you through the process step by step. You just want to send a short message offering one free simple sample so they can actually see your value. So you want to create something for free that has a bit of good value. Now, if you want some paid jobs much quicker, you want to apply daily to projects on Upwork.com and even freelancer.com using tailored proposals. A common mistake that you really want to stay away from is writing long generic pitches. Keep them very short and much more personalized. This will help you to get a better result. You don't have to undercharge forever, just start with low prices to begin with to get your foot in the door. But low entry pricing helps you to build that momentum in the beginning. So if you have 3 to 5 happy clients, referrals start replacing outreach. So let's now talk about scaling income beyond freelancing. So once the money starts coming in, the next problem becomes your time. I want to share how you solve that before burnout starts to hit. You can outsource those beginner tasks to other freelancers on Fiverr.com while you actually manage clients and quality control. If you want to gain some passive income, you can actually sell digital templates, you can do presets or even digital products directly on Gumroad, Payhip, Etsy, or even on Creative Market. So you've got a few options here. I suggest recording your workflow and turning it into a mini course later on platforms like Kajabi or Teachable, so you can actually use your current knowledge and turn it into a digital product that you can monetize online. So if you actually enjoy AI, you can actually productize services like AI content packages or automated email workflows. So let me tell you the transformation here. You stop trading hours for money. If you build systems around just one simple skill that you have or you can learn very quickly, the income can grow without adding more working hours to it. Let's now move on to number 2, which is to start a simple service business online, even if you've never run a business before. So let's talk about choosing a service that is easy to start. So starting a business sounds complicated, but service businesses are the fastest entry point if you don't have too many degrees or a qualification. So you can begin by offering something that people already need some help with. This could be social media posting, it could be social media marketing, it could even be something like basic video editing or video production. It could be Canva graphic images, it could be website updates, or you could even do something like email setup. So I want to help you remove the confusion. So just go to Fiverr, Upwork, or even peopleperhour.com. So go to any of these freelancing websites and just search for something like beginner services to see what is actually selling really well right now. So that's where you want to be going. Now, if you want local clients, you can just check Facebook groups where small businesses are asking for help. Facebook groups are a goldmine for small business owners and consultants and coaches who need some help. Now, I suggest choosing a service that can be delivered digitally and remotely, so you don't have to travel or use any special equipment. Now, if you are a bit unsure what to actually pick, just look at some of your daily habits. Look at something that feels easy for you to use, something that's easy to you and that is valuable to someone else. You don't need any innovation here, you just need to execute and take action. So let's now talk about setting up your service properly. So once you choose a service, the next problem becomes, how do I look more legit, professional and trustworthy? So to help you get around this, I want to share a simple setup process that costs little to nothing to do. You can create a simple business name and a logo using Canva, and you can do this for free and it only takes you about an hour. Now, if you want a professional email address, then you can just set one up through Google Workspace. This will cost you around £7 to £10 or dollars per month. Now, I recommend building a one-page website using Wix or even WordPress or even Squarespace to actually showcase your offer. Now, if you don't want a full website just yet, you can use a simple Notion page as a service hub. So let me walk you through the goal. Clarity builds that trust. If people understand what you do in just a few seconds, they're far more likely to actually buy from you. So let's now talk about finding those clients without using any paid ads. So most beginners think that they need paid ads, but organic outreach works faster at the start. So you don't want to be spending your money on paid ads. You can just search Instagram or go to TikTok for small businesses posting inconsistent or what you might call low quality content. I suggest sending short, friendly messages offering some basic help, but not a sales pitch. If you want volume, you can actually use LinkedIn search filters to find business owners within your niche. So let me give you another option. You can also browse job posts on indeed.co.uk or even on Reed. These are popular job sites, and just pitch freelance help instead of employment. Now, if you struggle with the outreach inside of things or the wording, you can use ChatGPT to draft some personalized messages. So I want to help you focus on conversations and not conversions. So let's now talk about delivering the service very efficiently. Now the challenge becomes time and delivery. You can use tools to complete client work much faster without burning out. If you manage social media, you can schedule posts using later.com or even Buffer or Hootsuite. These are some very popular apps to use for content scheduling. I recommend using Canva templates so you're not designing from scratch every single time. They're very quick and easy to edit, so just go to Canva and use the free version. Now, if you edit videos, you can use CapCut, you can use Descript, and there's even one called v.io. These can automate captions and cuts for you. And you can actually use most of these for free to get started with. So let me break this down for you. Systems turn beginners into professionals. You want to be creating some simple systems. If you want file organization, then just use Google Drive or Dropbox for client folders. Keep things very simple. Now, if you are feeling a bit overwhelmed, simple workflows solve that chaos. So let's now talk about pricing, packaging, and avoiding underselling. So a big mistake that a lot of beginners make is charging too little for too much work. You can avoid this by just packaging services instead of charging on an hourly rate. You want to charge by the results that you can get. I suggest you offer things like 12 to 20 posts per month or 8 to 10 or 8 to 20 edited videos rather than open-ended tasks. So you want to bundle things into simple packages. This gives it more perceived value as well. Now, if you don't know the market rates, just study some competitor packages on Fiverr or Upwork.com. Or just start very low at say $50 per month and just work your way up from there. Typically you can charge anything from $30 to $200 per month for social media videos and content. So let me tell you what increases pricing power: fast delivery and clear communication. So if you can deliver things very quickly, you can actually charge more for this, providing you're providing good quality and good value. Now, if you want some easier payments, you can invoice through PayPal, you've got Stripe or even Wise as well. So I recommend taking upfront deposits to actually protect your time. If you price based on the outcomes, not the effort, you'll find that your income will actually grow much faster. So let's now talk about scaling beyond just one-to-one work. So as your clients begin to grow, workload will often increase. This is where a lot of people can get stuck. Now you can actually solve this by outsourcing those repetitive tasks to freelancers on Fiverr or onlinejobs.ph. Or you can even use AI as well. I suggest documenting your processes using Loom screen recordings so others can actually replicate what you're actually doing so they know what to do. If you want recurring income, you can actually turn your services into some monthly retainers as well. So let me share another expansion path. You can productize your service into templates or mini courses, and you can sell these on Payhip, Gumroad, or even Etsy. Now, if you enjoy the automation with AI, there are tools like Zapier which can connect different apps together and reduce manual workflow and create simple workflows. Now, if you want to see the transformation, you move from a freelancer to a business owner. Now, this really matters because service businesses don't require any fancy degrees, investors, or years of actual study. They just require simple problem solving, consistency, and smart use of tools. So you're just solving simple problems for business owners to help them save time and make more money here. And once these systems replace effort, income becomes more scalable. Wow, that's it for this one. Now, if you're serious about building your online business and creating new online income streams, take the next step now. Click the link below in the description or in the comments where you can find some free training resources to help you get started right away. These free step-by-step resources are designed to guide you through launching a successful online business and helping you to generate new online income streams. So don't wait, take action today. Click the link below and start your journey right now. And please don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. It really does energize and motivate me to create more content for you. Thank you very much indeed. And if you want to connect on social, you can find me on LinkedIn and Instagram. The links are in the description below. Thank you so much for watching and supporting the channel, and have a wonderful day.